Unit 5, Formative 3, Day 3, Multiplying Square Roots. Okay, the main thing you have to learn today is that when you times something in a square root by something in another square root, you actually multiply the stuff in there. For instance, 2x times 3x to the second, you would actually multiply those and get the square root of 2 times 3, which is 6. X times x to the second is x to the third. Okay, and then we're going to simplify that. Multiply stuff in the radicals. So number 1, the square root of 5x to the second times the square root of 100x to the fourth. Okay, first things first, we're going to multiply the two radicals to get them together. So 5 times 100 is 500. And x to the second times x to the fourth is x to the sixth. Okay, now just like we were doing a couple days ago, we are still simplifying radicals. So remember, I split this apart and do the square root of 500 times the square root of x to the sixth. Okay, factor tree for 500. Well, 5 times 100, 10 times 10, 2 times 5, 2 times 5. You look for pairs. So I have a pair of 2s, I have a pair of 5s, and I have a loner 5 that stays by itself. Okay, so we have a pair of 2s, a pair of 5s, so those go on the outside. So 2 times 5 is 10. Back on the inside is that 5 that was by itself, didn't have a pair. Okay, and then with our x to the 6, we ask ourselves how many times can 2 go into 6? 3. It does not have anything left over, so nothing needs to go back inside the radical. And then you put your answers together. So we have 10x to the third square root of 5. Alright, let's try another one. Negative 3 square root of 6x times 4 square root of 2x to the second. Okay, so we're going to multiply. So negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. That's already on the outside. On the inside, 6 times 2 is 12. X times x to the second is x to the third. Okay, and then split this apart. Okay, so we have our square root of 12, our square root of x to the third. Just don't forget about that negative 12 out front. Okay, so the square root of 12, you have 2 times 6, 2 times 3. Remember, we're looking for pairs. So we have a pair of 2s. 2 goes on the outside. Remember, don't forget about this. So 2 times that negative 12 makes negative 24. That leftover 3 goes back inside the radical. Okay, and then the exponents or the variables. How many times can 2 go into 3? It can only go in once. So we have an x that we pull out. And we have a x left over, so we put that back on the inside. And then last but not least, put our answer together. So you have negative 24x. Then inside the radical, you have 3x. Okay, so multiply the things and then simplify the radical like we did the other day. See you tomorrow.